Good day everyone, and welcome back to another new and exciting review. Today I feature a brand new projector from Artly, and this one is quite special with a modern design featuring dual operating systems, the latest in autofocus and keystone technology, a detachable Android 10 TV box, is Google certified with a Netflix ESN certification, it has a dual speaker design, it has dual band Wi-Fi and so much more. This is the Artly Play 4 and it's a full-size projector and it's designed to give you the best high-quality projection display without having to connect too many external devices. So to find out what the buzz is about in this latest model and what are its pros and cons, stay tuned, my full review is up next. The Play 4 has a native resolution of 1920 by 1080p and can display 4K UHD 2160p via the detachable Android TV box. It has a brightness of 400 ANSI lumens. Its aspect ratio is 16:9. It has a dual band 2.4 plus 5 GHz Wi-Fi AC, Bluetooth 5.0. It has autofocus, auto keystone and corner keystone correction. Its default operating system is Android 9. The included TV box runs on Android 10 and it comes with a Bluetooth voice remote with Google Assistant feature. So I'm back and thanks for keeping it locked during that quick unboxing. So let's take a look at what's in the box. You have the Play 4 model itself. You get a Bluetooth voice remote with Google Assistant feature. One HDMI cable. Its AC power cable. A detachable Android TV box, a lens cleaning kit, a user manual, a cover for the TV box compartment, a warranty card and a mini guide for the Bluetooth remote. So for its design and to facilitate its innovative automated features at the front, it has a built-in camera and sensor for calibrating and adjusting its autofocus feature. It also has a front-facing IR sensor. And of course, its triple glass coated lens with a lens cover. To its rear, it has two HDMI input ports, two USB 2.0 ports, a headphone jack, a rear-facing IR sensor, and its AC power socket. To its left, you have a compartment that has a couple of features. Firstly, as you can see, it's where one of its internal speakers are located. Secondly, these two cables are your micro HDMI power cable for the included Android box, and you have a second cable which is a micro HDMI cable to receive a display signal from the box. Thirdly, this is the location of its intake vent. So this is what the box looks like, and I'll quickly install it and replace its cover that also has a dust filter built in. To its right, you have another internal speaker with exhaust vents on either side. At the top, you have modern touch button controls. And to its base, it has 4 anti-skid rubber strips, 4 screw holes for mounting to your ceiling, and a screw-type kickstand. So when you start up this projector, if you connected the included TV box, it will boot up into its Android TV operating system where you will first have to pair its Bluetooth remote and complete the first startup wizard as you would on any standard Android TV OS operated TV box. If you chose to start up without attaching the Android box, you will boot into its default projector operating system. However, there is the option to switch between operating systems easily with both operating systems running simultaneously. So here I've successfully booted into the Android TV operating system, but first I'll cover its default operating system. So this is its main menu, and it consists of your options to access media from storage connected via its USB ports, such as videos, photos, music, and Office documents. You have mobile screen mirroring options such as Miracast and iOS Cast. To the left is where you can select its source inputs, and to the top right is where you can access its settings area. In the settings area, starting from the left, you have your Wi-Fi settings where you have dual band 2.4 plus 5 GHz Wi-Fi connectivity. You have your Bluetooth settings for connecting to Bluetooth speakers and controllers such as Bluetooth Air Mouse, mini touchpad keyboards, and Bluetooth gamepads. You have its projection settings where you can adjust its projection direction. Automated keystone adjustments and manual keystone adjustment. My advice is that you leave automatic keystone adjustment disabled and adjust it manually using the manual keystone adjustment below here. I found that auto keystone usually makes incorrect adjustments, tilting your display to the side when you don't want it to. Under manual keystone is where you can accurately adjust its digital horizontal and vertical keystone and its corner keystone feature. Next is its autofocus feature. I found that it usually works as it should, but sometimes it's just a fraction of an adjustment off, so you also have a manual focus, which allows you to fine-tune to the sharpest focus possible using the left and right buttons on the remote. And the final option is your digital zoom function. Below, you have your system updates where you can update over the internet, you can update via USB, and you have the option to restore to factory default settings. Under the option called Other Settings, you can select to boot up directly into HDMI 1 or HDMI 2, and that is if you detach the Android TV box. You have a power on option to power on directly or into standby. You have 26 various languages to choose from, and you have your scheduled sleep timer settings. Under System Info, you can view its firmware version. The version of its firmware. This is not the firmware on the Android box, as that is separate and apart. As you can see here, it says Android 9, but it's Android 10 on the box, as I'll show you in a moment. It shows that it has 1 GB of RAM and 8 GB of internal storage, and the last bit of information is its MAC address. For playing videos directly via its USB ports, I discovered that this is one of the projectors that can actually play 4K HDR videos and downscale them to 1080p. It can also play Dolby Atmos encoded videos, but it cannot play DTS:X, Dolby Surround, or Dolby True HD formatted videos. While playing videos, you can access its color and picture settings and its sound options. For playing photos in a loop, which is very popular at weddings, parties, family gatherings, and even funerals, it has the standard looping feature. However, they did not include a photo transition software, so there is a slight pause between images showing an image loading pop-up. This is something they can implement via a firmware update, so I hope they are listening. For work-related activities, it comes with the WPS Office Suite application, which can be used to view and edit Office documents such as Word, Excel spreadsheets, PowerPoint presentations, and PDF documents. For connecting official streaming devices via its HDMI ports, I'm happy to report that unlike other latest projectors that has issues with the Google Chromecast playing Netflix videos with no audio because they are not compatible with the Chromecast latest HDCP 2.3 protection, this projector is however 100% compatible with the Chromecast and plays Netflix videos in HD 1080p with audio. And get this, it also plays videos in HDR, something you don't get with other models. For those interested in connecting their high-end gaming consoles such as the PlayStation 5 or their gaming PC, this is what the quality looks like. Here I have it connected to my gaming PC and the graphics detail looks outstanding. For mirroring your mobile devices, you have the option of Mirrorcast for Android devices and iOS Cast for Apple iPhones. To mirror your device is simple. Simply open your preferred option, scan with your mobile phone using your casting app to detect the projector's ID, and simply pair to it. You have already listened to its powerful dual internal speakers that produces high fidelity audio with deep bass. However, if you would like to connect this projector to your home theater system, you have the option of connecting it to your surround sound audio system via Bluetooth. Simply open the Bluetooth settings on the projector. Set your Bluetooth speaker or AV receiver to Bluetooth pairing mode, and on the screen select your device from the scanned results. So that's it for its default firmware, and I'll now switch over to its Android TV Box operating system, and this is done by simply pressing the home button on the remote. So this is its Android tvOS launcher, and under the About section, here it shows that you are running Android 10 tvOS. Here is its firmware build information, and you have access to developer options. This firmware provides 4K display up to 29.97 Hz, and the interesting thing is the resolution of the projector itself switches from 1080p to 4K UHD 2160p as is displayed on the input display information. So is it safe to say that this is a 4K projector? Let me know what are your thoughts in the comments below. It has adaptive HDR display feature. However, nothing happens when I switch between HDR and adaptive HDR. It has HDMI CC options, official Netflix ESN certification. It has built-in Chromecast and Google Assistant feature. What's the fastest car in the world?
According to John Hughes, the Bugatti Chiron Supersport 300 Plus is the fastest car in Bugatti's lineup, reaching a top speed of 304 miles per hour.
54 various languages to choose from, and surround sound audio options. So its purpose is to provide a certified Android TV OS operating system to play paid subscription services such as Netflix, Disney Plus and Amazon Prime Video in HD without the need to attach an external Android TV box. However, it does have its limitations. Here you can see that Netflix plays in HD 1080p, but I'm not getting HDR or Dolby Atmos. The same applies to Amazon Prime Video. Here's a sample of its display quality.
So, they're taking thousands of people every week. My uncle, Tina's mom, they're gone, man.
Listen, guys, I know it seems pretty bad.
Its DRM information shows that it has Google Widevine Level 1 with HDCP 2.2 protection. So this, together with its Netflix ESN certification, confirms that the box is fully Google certified. For system and hardware information, the manufacturer of this box is Haku Mini, and we saw one of their certified models in one of my recent videos. It has 2 GB of RAM and 4 GB of internal storage, so you have very little to go on in terms of storage space, and the unfortunate thing is that it does not have any expandable storage options and it does not access the projector's USB ports, so you are stuck with minimal RAM and internal storage. Its CPU is the Amlogic S905Y4 and it's a quad-core Cortex A53 CPU clocked at 1.8 GHz configured in 32-bit mode. Its display is powered by the Mali G31 with OpenGL version 3.2 support. Its network adapter provides dual-band 2.4 plus 5 GHz Wi-Fi AC support. It shows here again that its operating system is Android 10 and it's not rooted. Under devices, it shows that its GPU has Vulkan API version 1.1 support. For thermal readings, they disabled the temperature sensor. And on the codecs, it has all the required decoders for the playback of HD and 4K HDR videos such as H.264, HEVC, AV1 and VP9 decoding. For audio, it has DTS HD and no Dolby Atmos decoders. And that's its system and hardware information. Its Bluetooth remote has your standard direction pad, home and back buttons, a Google Assistant button, volume controls, and a dedicated Netflix and Prime Video buttons. This button here is for manual focus adjustment, and this button is to switch to its default projector operating system. And with this remote, you can perform voice search and voice commands. For measuring its fan noise, from a distance of 1 meter, it generates 46 decibels, which can be noisy to some in small rooms, for example a 10 by 10 feet, but in larger or open spaces you would barely hear it. In summary, I'm declaring the Artly Play 4 as the best projector I've reviewed on this channel to date. Its rating is based on its crystal clear picture with bright lumens, very sharp edges, the best focus with autofocus and auto keystone adjustments. Its focus is evenly distributed across its display and it does not blur to its edges. For compatibility, I'm quite impressed that it can play 4K HDR videos internally and downscale them to 1080p, and it can even play Dolby Atmos. It's one of the only models that's fully compatible with the Google Chromecast, allowing it to even play Netflix in HDR. There are lots of models on the market claiming to have a dual speaker design, but the Play 4 does indeed have dual speakers, and it's quite noticeable when you change its sound profile. It's very powerful and delivers high fidelity audio with deep bass. It has a very modern design, and it's the first model I've seen to have a Google certified detachable Android TV box included. So there are two issues I have with this model, and the first one is with its image looping feature that lacks a transition application. And the other issue is with the included Android box having very limited RAM and internal storage, and it does not have any expandable storage options. More than that, it cannot access the projector's USB ports when connected. So in my opinion, the Play 4 is now the #1 projector among my top 5 most recommended models to purchase, and those are the Hampao C55, the Nexigo PJ20, the Wemias K7, and among the mid-size models, the Artly Enjoy 3. So friends, that's it for this video. This latest model by Artly delivers value for money, and I highly recommend it as the best projector you can purchase online. So if you are interested, it's currently being sold on Amazon at a price tag of $499 with a $100 discount coupon, reducing the price to only $399. So to take advantage, use the link in the description below this video before the coupon expires or stocks run out. Special thanks to Artly for sending their model for review. If you enjoyed the video, then give it a thumbs up. If you just landed on my channel for the first time and like the information provided in this video, then I encourage you to click that subscribe button, and don't forget the notifications bell before leaving to keep in the loop or to be notified when I release new videos or decide to do a giveaway. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. Stay tuned and see you in the next one.